you please state your name and county of residence?
Yes, my name is Angie Goethert, and I live in Knox County. Thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight. When I plan to email, call, or speak to you, I work hard to include data and studies to allow you to make an informed decision. Renee has a packet for each of you that she's going to give you as well. Yes? Yeah, they could take it. That's fine. I'm sorry. Thank you. Sorry about that. There will be very little of the data and studies tonight, as this will be a much more personal after the day our family had yesterday. At around 9:35 a.m. yesterday, I got a text from our daughter saying that she felt funny and that she wasn't sure what to do. I tried to get her to answer some questions, but she was having real trouble doing that. I gave her a couple of minutes to try to calm down. The next text said, "Mom, I'm scared." For any parent, that is the one thing that when any of our children say that, we drop whatever we're doing and we get to them. So I headed to HVA. Once I was in the car, I called the front desk and asked them to get Christina to the nurse and that I was on my way. Of course, they assured me they would do just that. I knew that they would, and I was not prepared for what I would see when I got there. I was in the office, and the woman at the front desk called the nurse and let them know I was there to pick her up. Christina was being carried to the office by the nurse and her first block teacher. Her color was not good, and she was moving very slowly. They both offered to help me get her to the car. When we got outside, I thanked them for making sure she was okay and told them we would let them know how things were going. The tears fell from my eyes, and I'm not sure when they stopped. We made it to Children's to the ER. She was having a lot of trouble breathing. Even though she was having real shortness of breath, there was no real hurry to get her back. We sat in the lobby waiting room for an hour. All the while, our 16-year-old girl was holding on to me so tightly. I was able to get her to slow her breathing, and she fell asleep. I took a deep breath for the first time in 2 hours. Christina and I went back to the room where they ran a number of tests, x-rays, and ultrasounds. A respiratory therapist came in and gave her a breathing treatment. She was still so weak, and it was so hard to see her that way. After a few hours, they brought her a steroid, and about a half an hour after that, her color started to return. Again, I took a deep breath, and I knew she would be okay. With her breathing under control and our sweet girl really starting to come back, the nurse practitioner walked in and told us that they would like to test her for COVID. I watched as our girl started to sob. The tears began to flow for me as well. In talking to the nurse practitioner, Christina told her, "If I test positive, my friends and teachers will have to quarantine. I can't do that to them. If they miss school, they will fall farther behind. They will miss seeing their friends. They'll be stuck at home alone." Our girl was so concerned for what the cost of a positive test would be to others, she didn't want to do it. I was heartbroken. What are we doing to our children? Our children are so worried what a positive result of a medical test will do to others. They are afraid. Her test was negative. We have to do better. The good news is that Christina went back to school today. She's been instructed to use her new inhaler every 4 hours and to drink as much water as possible. She also was told to take a break from wearing her mask whenever she can. She was also instructed to never wear a mask when doing any physical activity. Do we think she'll do that? Probably not. She does not want anyone to yell at her, so here we are. 3/21/2020 is the day that we started 15 days to slow the spread. The last day of school last year was 3/12/2020. Stay home to save the healthcare system. July was the start of the 8-week mask mandate of Knox County. To follow were restrictions and mandates that are too numerous to remember. Yet everyone that has been tried, the virus has gone up and down during respiratory season, no matter what has been done. Our health department has admitted they do not track the statistics of schools, yet they put their opinion everywhere. We have to do better. We elected you to stand for us. Many of us never gave a second thought to who we voted for or what they stood for. Now we know it matters. Ask questions. Do not sit back waiting to be told what to do. You have the power to make change happen. This is what we elected you to do, and we have to do better. I want to leave you with a story that many of you may have heard growing up. Noah built the ark as God instructed. He loaded it as God also instructed. As those people that did not get on the ark, they began to walk, and they held their children on their hips as they walked. As the water rose, they put their children on their shoulders.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to.
I know, but I passed out my packet. I have 5 more words.
5 more.
Okay, just stop it. As the water rose, they put their children on their shoulders. The water got higher and higher. At that point, the people put the children under their feet to try to save themselves. Please hold our children higher. Thank you.